of it. Which VTuber? It's probably someone taking credit for it, but it was Pippa. Who is Pippa? Pippin Pika, I believe. Who the fuck is that? The reason his interview was canceled with John Kiriakou.
Hi, Pippa.
Okay, can you hear it?
Beep, 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 beep. Or if you didn't get it, beep, 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 beep.
That's just a cameo. That doesn't actually... Asmongold Orbiter? No, this is a cameo, guys. Are you fucking stupid enough to believe that this was like a sincere request? No, people are... I don't think that's the case.
Or beep, 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 beep.
Yes, okay.
Hey, thanks for the heads up on HP. I appreciate it. I needed it, and I will take care of it. So,
I asked him not to collab with Hasan Piker. He's going on Hasan's stream.
Are people that
forget
stupid?
what exactly I wrote. Somebody can bring up the vibe, but
Zach said he's going to go on Twitter and DM John yesterday for an interview to get one up on you. No, she was on call with him. This is a cameo, guys. I mean, maybe she actually did a call with him or something, but also none of this matters. Like, who gives a fuck if I can't fucking interview John Kiriakou? Who cares?
requested this false playing Overwatch, and there was only like 2 requests left, so I like very quickly wrote something, and I was like, by the way, please don't collab with Hasan.
time to even say something. Tell you the truth, the last 3 weeks I've been winging it. So, I'm very grateful for the helping hand. All right, all the best. Thanks for reaching out. Bye.
I don't think it's like that. He said yesterday there is still something happening in April. Wait, but it wasn't canceled. He said yesterday there will be something in April. Yeah, we are directly in contact with John. That's why I was kind of confused as to his response initially. I didn't understand it. I'm a fan. I like his background. I like the way he communicates. I like a lot of his opinions in general. So I was definitely confused. He's done stuff with the Young Turks back in the day as a whistleblower initially. And I think these guys, they get off on trying to like secure these kinds of like weird victories for themselves. But I think they're just doing clout goblin shit for the most part, and that's it. I don't know why people are so... I guess they're so excited at the prospect of like fucking up an interview, but like I interview people all the time, right? I interview people non-fucking stop. So for me, if I wasn't capable of like interviewing this person, really interesting how people out in the comments feel so happy, but the dude already flipped on it just today.
Thanks for the $9.99. John, you should continue. You should reconsider doing Hasan Piker's show. Hasan Piker's, your audiences overlap more than people think, especially on U.S. foreign policy, propaganda, censorship, and corruption. Why not do it?
I have an idea about Hasan Piker and his show, as well as 2 other kind of controversial, young, successful broadcasters. I have an idea, and we may do something all together in April.
Okay.
Hint, hint.
Desert Fox. Andre Wahasa.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why people were just like, Hasan finds out John Kiriakou rejected his collab. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like it's very weird. Something similar to this happened with iShowSpeed as well, where like someone asked me about whether or not I would ask iShowSpeed to come to Cuba, which I did. And I also talked to his team as well today, as a matter of fact, this morning. Now, the reason why I wanted IShowSpeed to obviously come to Cuba is because this is his bread and butter. Like, this is a perfect opportunity for him to do a once in a lifetime live stream from a country that people don't really live stream from, right? And the reason why I thought it was a perfect collab is because, like, his trip to China was obviously eye-opening for a lot of people in his audience. And he's currently busy doing some other shit. That's part of the reason why he couldn't do it. But I thought it was a perfect fit, right? Obviously, the goal of this flotilla is to deliver humanitarian aid to Cuba, but it's also to bring awareness about, like, the day-to-day existence of, regular Cubans. And not only that, but also to bring awareness to the unjustifiable blockade that the entire world has voted against in the United Nations General Assembly. So it's partially for awareness, and it's also a unique opportunity for that perfectly suits what IShowSpeed does. And that's the reason why I had asked him, right? And it's so strange that people were like flexing that IShowSpeed hates you, Hasan, or whatever, and XQC was making fun of me. Apparently, he said XQC said he doesn't know why HasanAbi surprised that IShowSpeed doesn't want to follow him on his trip to Cuba. It's like a YouTube creator with 50 subscribers asking Apple CEO Tim Cook for a collab, and people don't even know that. Invite IShowSpeed. Genuinely, I asked. He did not respond. It would have been great. You can just go to Cuba. Like, even right now, you can just go.
Chad, this is like when an independent YouTuber that gets like fucking 50 subscribers, right? Says, guys, we asked Apple CEO Tim Cook for a comment. He did not respond to our request for answer.
Evening, let's hope you have an amazing stream.
Okay.
Much Lou.
Yeah, and then people are like, WSpeed, but like, they don't understand. Like, this isn't me like clout chasing or whatever. The goal of this is obviously for awareness. I said, this is such a stupid take. Speed has traveled all around the world. We're going to Cuba with journalists and artists like Kneecap. It's not a fucking Twitch collab. It's an aid mission with hopes of sharing Cuban culture with the U.S. and showing the impact of the U.S. blockade. Absolute trog. And then I followed by saying, it's insane that the cynical, crypto, gambling-addicted, pill-popping loser can only see the world through fucking transactions. It's completely beyond his scope of comprehension to care for anything other than himself. What a dark and sad way to live life. Many such cases online. And they, like, to me, this once again shows that I live in this parallel universe, right? Where I'm like trying to do adult shit, trying to get people elected. I have this ideology. I have this affirmative vision for the future, this positive vision for the future that I'm trying to enact to the best of my ability with my community and a lot of you guys as well. But then because of the platform that I'm on, because I'm on fucking Twitch, a lot of the lowest IQ fucking idiots cannot comprehend that there is a goal here beyond just like Twitch streaming collabs and fucking clout. And I suspect that there's probably a lot of people that are like legitimately 12 to 14 that also don't see it in that way at all. And they don't think like this is an adult thing, right? And that's part of the reason why they operate like this and they celebrate moments like this. Because, I mean, this is just fucking idiotic. They're caught up in online brainwash shit. We see what you're doing for the people. I know my audience understands this, and many people in the periphery also understand this. Like, the average normie is not tuned into like the everyday drama. For them, they're like, if they were to encounter this commentary, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is a much larger aid mission than like one guy's ambitions for clout, right? And I don't know why they like take such, I don't know why they find such joy in actively, in actively undermining things that I'm trying to do, or celebrating what they perceive as like a failure. You know? Yeah, it's because you talk about it, dude. No one cares, but you and Morans. Yeah, I don't know. I find it very strange. They can't cancel your college appearances, so they're going after people saying that you want on. I've always found this dynamic interesting. Like, I only watch you and a few other political commentators, e.g. Majority Report on Twitch, but I always see so much brain rot tangential to it, which is just silly and ridiculous shit while I'm trying to actually get serious news and politics. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they would just like I don't know why they won't just like leave me alone. You know what I mean? I don't know why there's like so much joy that you can derive, so much satisfaction that you can derive out of this. Like, because if you think about it a little bit further, you realize that this is not about me at all, right? Like, do you think it's good that America is starving the Cuban population, right? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you agree with that? Do you agree with American imperialism? Do you agree with America's policies of refusing to send oil, refusing to allow other countries to ship oil into Cuba? There's a major energy crisis in Cuba right now that is completely human-made. Very strange. You know? It's very strange stuff. It's very sad. It's very sad stuff. Very strange stuff in general. I think a lot of people, without realizing it, like also play a role in propaganda. Even back when I used to dislike you, I understood that constantly focusing on you was unproductive use of my time. How these guys can do this all the time is crazy. Well, you only do this if you have no, investment in things, right? If you have no interest in politics whatsoever. This is actually the most interesting way that you can entertain talking about politics. And unfortunately, for a lot of young people out there, they also don't have any real investment in politics at all, even if politics is fucking them and fucking their futures, which is precisely what I'm trying to get across. A lot of these guys basically operate in this very nihilistic, very cynical way, very narcissistic way, where they're just like, fuck my enemies. I hate this guy. He's called me out for gambling. Fuck him. He is my enemy forever. And I know that I can I can scratch this itch and get a little bit of clout on the side as well by attacking him over and over again. And normally, I think a lot of content creators avoid that kind of friction. Most content creators hate this kind of friction. So they'll play ball. They'll either like deliberately shut the fuck up and never talk about XQC or Aiden Ross or all these other content creators, because they're fearful of like the pushback that they'll receive from their audiences, the endless barrages of harassment, right? I don't do that. Every now and then I will actually go, fuck you, right? And then obviously that back and forth continues. Dude, no one gives a fuck about this. You are grandstanding during a war. I just gave you a real news update. Stryker was hacked. Yes, I know. I will be talking about that in a little bit. I guess part of the reason why I bring this up every now and then is so that, you guys are aware of, like, when you hear, negative commentary, you just know where it comes from, right? And you also understand, like, what the reason for that negative commentary is. Because if you think that it's because, like, these people have, like, a genuine ideological disagreement with what I believe and what I am defending, it's not that at all. It's something super silly. It's much sillier than that. It's much more pathetic than that. It's much more childish than that. But unfortunately, a lot of people on the internet are also kind of childish, and there is a market for this kind of content. It is what it is. It's kind of sad. What are you going to do? Brother, you interview actual political figures. They interview and stream with pedophiles. No worries. It doesn't matter. They have big audiences, and they are constantly fomenting hate, and then like celebrating what they perceive as like a successful interception. You know what I mean? And literally leaning into cameos to make it seem like this was actually a successful way, a successful initiative to like stop Hasan from interviewing this one guy. I've been in Dem politics for a long time. The establishment Dem group chats are cheering every piece of criticism on Mamdani. The same theory goes here. You're doing something that if you succeed appends the power and authority they build. Yeah, that one is a little bit more understandable, though, because like if you're an establishment Democratic consultant, your power is slipping away every time there is like a successful socialist that overthrows the establishment and actually gains popularity, gains momentum, and plays a formative role in building this movement. So for those guys, it's their bread and butter. For a lot of these guys, they have no real investment in politics at all. Maybe some of them have like ideological disagreements, but at the end of the day, it's mostly just drama and clout for a lot of these people. So I'm a little bit more understanding of why. Democratic operatives would celebrate attacks against Zohran Mamdani. You were mentioned. This is the next wave of political fundraising by McKenna Kelly. In Discord servers and Instagram DMs, content creators are organizing, turning followings into millions and millions of dollars in political giving. Oh, this is they didn't even reach out for comment on this, but I suspect it has something to do with the Oliver Larkin stream where we raised $56,000. This is the second year she talked about you for her birthday. She's obsessed with you. I don't know who this person is, but I wish them well. I hope they're doing all right, and I hope they get better, and I hope they find happiness in their lives. Okay? Peepin' Pippa. The market is half of this community at this point. They engage with this behavior. They believe their baits like this cameo shit and forward it to you. It's a never-ending cycle. Yeah, I mean, there is some utility in addressing it every now and then, right? I think it's fine to address it every now and then. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it all the time, especially not at a time like this. But I think there's a decent reason to offer a little bit of pushback to my audience so that they understand where it's coming from, right? Hell nah, she's a loser Nazi. Yeah, I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything about her at all. So... But if you think that this is something I'm doing routinely, I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's a fair assessment, especially considering that for the past like 12 days, I have spent 9 hours to 10 hours every single day exclusively covering what's going on in Iran.
And what its potential